So I was brought up in a Christian household because my dad was a vicar, so you can't really avoid it. I think the thing I'll always be very thankful to my dad and mum for is that I never felt that sense in which I had to believe this, that it was forced on me. Going to church was just a part of everyday life. Well, we didn't go every day, but it was part of life. Some of my best friends when I was growing up went to church. And as I grew older and began to question it for myself, I began to realise that this story, this figure of Jesus I read about in the Bible, was for real. And I've been a Christian ever since. It's not always been easy, and this has been without doubt the biggest test of that faith, because when something like this happens, and it happens very suddenly, you've stood there praying over your wife on the day that she's dying, that God will intervene, that God will heal her, that he will not leave his an 8-year-old boy without a mum, and then those prayers are not answered. It causes you to question absolutely everything about your faith. The very foundations on which your faith is built feel like they're crumbling. And in some ways, having a faith actually makes this whole process more complex. If you have no faith at all, I genuinely don't understand how people deal with no hope. But if you have no faith, there are no extra questions. There's a question, well, why did my wife get cancer? Why she died at the age of 40? But I'm not questioning a God as to where he was. When you have a faith, you really do question where he was, why he didn't intervene. But I know in my heart of hearts, as time went on, I began to realise that God didn't ordain this, he didn't cause this to happen. This is part of, sadly, the broken world we live in. And the question of why he didn't intervene, I don't think I'll ever know the answer to. But when you are searching for hope in what feels like a hopeless situation, I just felt letting go of my faith was really not the answer. And it, at times, was literally one fingernail that you're holding onto it by.